Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So my mom had an idea of doing a featured goat of the week or goat of the week, something along those lines. And I thought that was a really good idea. So we're going to start off with Toby, since he was the very first goat that I got and the one that started all this madness. And that's him hiding out over there. So Toby is about 4 years old now. I don't remember exactly what year it was that I got him. I just know that he was born in March. We had a friend of ours who had found a miniature horse that they wanted to rescue, and they wanted to borrow our horse trailer to go pick him up. So we went with her to go pick up this little miniature horse that they wanted to rescue. And at this farm, this gentleman had Nigerian dwarf goats that he had, quote unquote, rescued. But I think they just accidentally got bred and he didn't want the babies. And one of them happened to be Toby. And of course we saw him. I fell in love with him. My mom didn't want him at first. I see you trying to sneak out over there. Get back. No, you're not going out either, Kaylee. Sorry. Thing about goats, they always try to escape. So anyway, we went to this farm to go pick up a horse, having no idea we were going to come back. You are not the goat in question. Get down, Kaylee. We went to this farm to go pick up this little miniature horse for my friend. And we saw Toby there and absolutely fell in love with him. He was the cutest thing I'd ever seen, and he was only 3 weeks old. So we got him when he was 3 weeks old, brought him home, bottle fed him in the house, raised him in a dog crate with the dogs. I swear half the time he thinks he is a dog. Well, and then as you are a goat person, you know that goats do not do well by themselves. So eventually we had to get more to keep him company because, of course, he needed some friends. But for the longest time, he would play with Ziva, who is one of our dogs in the house. She's a little pug mix. And he would play with Ziva in the house, running around, and would wrestle with her as a mix of a goat and a dog. And as he's grown up, I've been using him as my current herd sire. And you can tell he no longer has his anti-mating shield on because we wanted him to breed with some of my does that we have. And I've actually used him as a stud for some of my other goat friends a couple miles away from me. He has sired two kids with Belle, the little white one hiding over there. For her first freshening, she had a doeling and a buckling. The doeling was like a really pretty chocolatey brown, and the buckling was black and white, just like Toby. Hey, baby. And then with my friends, with her two Nigerian dwarf does, he gave her 6 babies. 4 were girls and 2 were boys. So he throws a lot of girls, just not for me. Everything I've got out of him has mostly been boys. He also got a hold of Belle last year, maybe year before, and gave us Junior, which is the multicolored one in front of his mom Belle over there. Now Junior has much longer legs than Toby and Belle because apparently a doe can breed with 2 bucks, and the babies will have, one baby will have 2 different fathers. So he has the long leg characteristics of Jack, who was the other buck that got a hold of her, who was a mini Nubian, and the coloration of Toby, which is the black and white. And Jack does not have any black and white or black genes that I know of. His mother was a cream colored, his daddy was brown, he was brown, his brother that I had was also a cream color, and Elise, the sister that I have, is kind of like a strawberry blonde. Hi, Tobies. So yeah, And with my friends, his babies were also multicolored. She had 2 tricolors out of him. Hi, handsome. So he always throws color. Jack never really did, unless the does he was bred with were colored. So I didn't know that could happen, but I'm glad that we got such a pretty baby out of him. And Belle has a permanent buddy now. And since he was the first goat I ever got, of course, as you can tell, he's my baby. He's always begging for attention. He hates sharing his food with the other goats. He screams like an actual human child when they try to eat his food. When he was a baby, he used to fall asleep on my lap, or I would lay on my belly in his pen, and he would crawl on my back and fall asleep. And he lived in the house until he was probably a month and a half old, until we got a pen built up for him. So, anyway, this is Toby. He's the featured goat of this week. Let me know if you have a specific goat in mind you want me to do next. Otherwise, I'm just going to go in order that we bought them probably. And I will leave a list of all their names down in the description so y'all can pick. Alright, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.